Hello everyone and welcome to another FX Centrum daily market analysis. For today, I decided to cover our cross asset list, so I will speak about coffee market, the WTI, US 100, US 30, USD dollar Mexican peso, pound dollar, euro dollar, dollar index, Bitcoin dollar, gold market, aluminum and cocoa. I will do so by using our FX Centrum platform for charting, and let's begin with the coffee market. So what we have here this week is pretty much consolidation. We can see that last week we had a breakout of this 20-day consolidation period. But here, after the breakout, we can see just a smaller consolidation. So we can see the support at 242 mark, 242.60. You can see that fast and slow line are sloping to the upside. So I see potential for the higher prices. And from my perspective, as long as the coffee is trading above this 233 level, the upside is more likely to happen. So here, the first upside objective is 260.40, and then we have a weekly upside objective, which is all the way up at 270 even mark on the weekly time frame. So 260.40 and then 270 mark. Of course, because this was in the breakout idea from last week, it is good to pay attention. It's good to watch this 20-day moving average like a trail function. Now the next market is WTI. So we can see here that the critical support, short-term support, is on the test. So 80.16 mark is a quite important support. It's a lower Bollinger Band, those two time deviations on the around the 20-day moving average, and we have a previous swing low, so we have a key support. But let's take a look at that. You can see also here on the daily time frame, the environment is to the downside. Of both fast and slow lines are trading to the downside on stochastic, and on the hourly time frame, we had one sell off, and now market is kind of doing this tight consolidation overnight. So if the market can retake 80.16, and if we see that market is sustaining below this level, there is a chance for even drop towards 78 mark or 75 mark. US 100 is poised for a further downside movement. So there was a attempt here for market to retest high, but we can see that market failed to do that. So if the market can break 20,140 and hold below, there will be a chance for a retest of this 19,600 mark or the lower Bollinger Band on the daily time frame. Let's take a look at the hourly time frame. So you can see here that we have now actually a breakout of the support, and that's a pretty good sign. So we had a 1, 2, 3 reactions from this 20,300, and so far market is breaking to the downside. So this can be an interesting intraday idea for the further downside movement, and something like fail swing high at this point, which can be a good sign for the further downside movement. Here we can see that fast and slow line are sloping to the downside, and that's a good sign for the further downside movement. Something similar we had at this point when the market didn't have a power to retest high and then had a downswing. So can we develop something similar here? Yeah, there is always chance for that. So I'll speak more about this idea in the separate video. What is the difference here is the US 30 is a relative strength leader, so it's a totally different story compared to US 100. The US 30 had quite a big up day, and this is something that we spoke about once we broke this 39,904, let's say 40,000 mark. We can see the strong imbalance to the upside, and fast and slow lines are sloping to the upside on stochastic. You can see here just market is breaking and then stagnation, re-break, stagnation, re-break, stagnation. So a pretty powerful momentum to the upside. And the next pivot level is probably around 41,500. Market is, again, look at the Bollinger Bands are expanding, so we have volatility expansion at this point. Now there is always chance for of course, for a rotation back and maybe some sideways regime, because we are already pretty extended above the 2 standard deviations. But overall, the momentum is pretty strong on the US 30. On the USD we can see that market is still trading around the low. So 157.20 is the pin bar low and support. If we can see the breakout of that level, then the next pivot level is around 155.70, 154.60 mark. So far, seems like we have a break and potential retest of 157.20, which is support. It will be interesting to watch and pay attention to this level. Dollar Mexican peso didn't have a power to sustain this rally, so we had actually failed buying, failed breakout of the supply trend line, and so far it's pretty much into this mini free bar consolidation. And if we can re-break this, I will say 1760, then the next downside objective is set at 1747 and then 16.95. If there will be anything meaningful to the upside, then I would like to see another re-break now on this supply trend line. So something like if we see some aggressive buying, maybe a retest of 70.80, 70.85 and hold above, then there is a chance for a rally towards 18.18. If not, then there is a still chance for a drop. On pound dollar, we can see a pretty big imbalance to the upside. 1.3115 can still be in the play. And we don't have any reaction from sellers. So this is a one-sided market at this point. You can see clearly here that we're taking this more like a bull flag overall. And this is quite a good sign for the rally. We had volatility expansion, quite a big on the pound dollar. So 1.3115, I will say the next upside objective on the pound dollar. Euro dollar is a weaker, as you can see, euro dollar is still around this consolidation and still into the resistance, while the pound broke the major resistance, short midterm resistance level, and it's breaking also this short-term balance. So I will say pound dollar is a better choice for the upside continuation because of the relative strength. Dollar index, as we can see, had a free bar balance, but still slow and fast line of sloping to the downside, and seems like we can have a re-break of the 103.89, which is a key support. And if we see that, then there was a potential for the drop towards 103 or even 102.50 mark. Now on the Bitcoin, we had a sell-off. We spoke about this yesterday, but the maximum was just a retest of the lower Bollinger Band, so there was no power for anything more than that. And if let's take a look at the daily time frame, we can see still that markets is trading around upper Bollinger Band, and now we're trying to create some pin bar tail. Key resistance here, you can see the daily time frame, previous swing lows and swing highs, so 66,000 and 200 and 62,500. 66,500. This is a key resistance from my perspective. We have quite a big spread between fast and slow line stochastic, but still buyers are in control, and we can see only if we can see sell-off with a downside continuation, this will be a sign for the downside rotation. Otherwise, market can keep going, keep just trading higher. On the gold market, as you can see, we are around upper Bollinger Band, so 2 standard deviations here. Both fast and slow lines are trading to the upside. And we have a volatility expansion on this one, so still buyers are in control. And they're just holding the pullbacks. As you can see here, another pullback or bull flag at this point. So there is a chance for a higher price. And we broke this multi-month resistance. I will say next upside objective at 2,500. Aluminium, as I alerted yesterday, is in the downside breakout and is progressing pretty well. So downside objective is at 2,304. Again, we have weak aluminium and strong gold market. And cocoa market, we had some down reaction so far, just around the 20 from the middle Bollinger Band. And we have a support at 75.46, and I will say short-term resistance at 91.32. So that will be all for this FX Centrum daily market analysis. Have a good trading day and stay tuned for new ideas.